I'm Rebecca Fryer with Kingstonist News. Here's what's making headlines today, September 27th, 2022. OPP are investigating a fatal ATV crash in central Frontenac. Police say the collision happened around 2:30 in the afternoon on Saturday, September 24th on Arden Road. OPP say the driver was assisted by paramedics but unfortunately died at the scene. The name of the driver is not being released at this time. However, the investigation into the crash is ongoing, and police ask anyone who might have witnessed the collision or who may have dashcam footage of the crash to contact them. A reminder that tips can be provided anonymously by calling the Kingston Police main line and simply asking to remain anonymous. Passengers who relied on the daily Via Rail commuter train 651 are demanding answers from the company after nearly all of its other routes have been restored to pre-pandemic levels, except for their essential commuter route right here in southeastern Ontario. Residents from Kingston, Quinte West, Belleville, Northumberland, and Hastings are putting the pressure on Via Rail to get the commuter train re-rolling in our region, with hundreds of locals using it as an affordable and accessible means to get to and from work, school, and medical appointments. An online survey was carried out over the summer by train users, and it found that if the route was reinstated, ridership for train 651 would actually be greater than it was before the pandemic, making it extra frustrating for those who rely on it to accept that it may actually never be coming back. To read more about this situation and how you can have your voice heard, check out the full article right now at Kingstonist.com. A COVID-19 outbreak has been declared at Providence Manor. The long-term care home on Sydenham Street in downtown Kingston declared the outbreak on September 24th after residents on Sydenham 3 began showing symptoms. As such, the unit is now under quarantine and all residents have been placed on precautions for a minimum of 10 days. This Friday, September 30th, is Truth and Reconciliation Day in Canada. And as such, Kingston Police, in consultation with local Indigenous groups, are choosing to mark the day with a 14.2-kilometer walk. The day's events began at 8:15 a.m. at Kingston Police Headquarters with the raising of the Every Child Matters flag, followed by a moment of silence, before walking a set route, mostly along the KMP Trail, down to Confederation Park in front of City Hall, and then back. Participants will also be wearing orange shirts in honor of the victims of residential schools, with all proceeds from shirt sales being donated directly back into local programs for Indigenous youth and for residential school survivors. Kingston Police say that the number 142 has some special significance. It is the number of residential schools that existed throughout the regions we now call Canada. And the distance of 14.2 kilometers is meant to be a visible way to show support and a commitment to listen, learn, and reflect on all of our collective Indigenous history. And lastly, Greater Napanee Emergency Services has yet another interim fire chief, Bill Hammond. Hammond moved to the area in 2018 to be closer to family, and his partner, who is a firefighter with the Mohawks of the Bay of Quinte Fire Department. Hammond is the fourth new fire chief in 5 years, with fire chiefs before him either retiring, coincidentally, or just moving on to other jobs. For more on these stories and other headlines, or to submit your own news, visit Kingstonist.com and become a subscriber today. I'm Rebecca Fryer. Have a great one, Kingston.